Hello, let's continue our Sudoku adventure with On Target by Strosahl. So we have normal 6x6 Sudoku rules, so in each row, each column, and each 2x3 box, we are placing the digits 1 to 6 exactly once each. We also have these purple lines in the grid. These are Renban lines. The way these work is we need to put a non-repeating consecutive set of digits on it, but they can be in any order. So let's say this was, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, so 1, 2, 3. So these are 6 digits long. So we have to put all 6 digits on it. So you can think of it as just kind of a non-repeat region, if you'd like. I don't think it's worth explaining more about Renbans because these are both 6 longs, the only ones in the puzzle. So just put 1 to 6 on them once each. All right, German whispers. The way these work is adjacent digits on the line have to have a difference of at least 3. So if this was a 2, how do I get at least 3 away from 2? Well, my only options are 5 or 6. 5 is 3 away, 6 is 4 away. Those are the only 2 options. Something like a 3 would be 1 away. And then that's true of every pair of digits. So if this was 2 and 5, then this could be, say, I almost did one. I actually got myself in a corner. If this was 2 and 6, this could be 3. Because these are 4 apart and these are 3 apart. All right. And that's it. Those are the rules. There's a link in the description if you'd like to try the puzzle yourself. And I'm going to get started right now. Okay. I'm noticing this suspicious 1 and 6 here. I'm gonna color, because we have a few German whisper lines. What am I coloring? A low digit, 1, 2, or 3, will be blue. High digit, 4, 5, 6, will be orange. And the point of that is that German whisper lines always alternate low, high, low, high, low, high. Because if we're, say, a 1, 2, 3 here, one of them, notice none of them are 3 apart from each other, right? We've made a group of digits that can't be next to each other. So the only digits left that it could be next to are 4, 5, and 6, which is another group of digits that can't be next to each other. So we have to go back into the 1, 2, 3 group. So we basically have 2 groups of digits that it alternates between. And there's further restrictions against that, but it's often very helpful just to think about that alternating. Okay, here's something to think about. We know that there's 1 low and 1 high here, and we know that there's 1 low and 1 high here, because there has to be for a German whisper. And this is a 3rd low. So there's 3 lows and 3 highs in this column, right? And so this has to be high, because if it was low, we wouldn't have enough lows for these guys. Same thing here, but opposite. That makes this blue. Okay. The other thing I'm thinking about with this 1, 6 is we do need a 1 and 6 on this Renban, and they're not here or here. So actually there's a 1, 6 here, and there's a 1, 6 here. Well, not here actually. The 1 is here. Yeah, it's not as powerful against this one. But these tips are not 1 or 6, so they end up here. And that was kind of a bad marking because it's across boxes, but the point is that not only can these not be 1, they also can't be 6. Like they can't be both 1 and 6 because of this Renban line here. So these are from 2, 3, 4, 5, and that kind of bakes in the concept. This can't be a 3. 3 is a little bit special on German whisper, as is 4, because it only has 1 buddy. The only buddy is 6. No, we can't. Its buddy is gone, so we can't do 3. 4 would have a buddy of 1, which would actually be okay. Here we can't have the 4 because that would need the buddy to be 1. Okay. One of these is a 3, 6 pair, and the other one is a 2, 5 pair. Why do I know that? Because the 1 is gone. So the low in one of them will be a 3, and that's gonna, let's say it was down here, that's gonna be forced to go with the 6, and then that just leaves 2 behind, and 2 has to go with 5 or 6. So basically, we know this is a 4 then. So we're going to end up with a 3, 6, and a 2, 5 in some order. We know this isn't the 6. And that's going to leave behind the 4 because the 4 has to go with the 1. Okay. And this is kind of the opposite. We're going to be leaving behind the 3 because it has to go with the 6. Okay. So 3 is in one of these 2. And this can't be a 3 because it would have to be next to a 6 here, and it can't be. So this is our 3, which is low. And then the 4 is in one of these 2, and it has the same issue. 4 would have to be next to 1 there, and it can't be. So 4 is there, and it's high. One of these two is 6. One of these two is 1. This is a pair. This is a 2-5 pair. That does work. Okay, we can't put a 3 on this Renban, and we already said we can't put a 3 here. Also, there's there. So we can't repeat the 3 on the Renban, sorry. And so the only place for 3 in this row is here, and that puts it with the 6. And then we said that that leaves a 2-5 behind, and it sure does. I don't know the order. I do know this is low, so it's 1 or 2. So here we know we're getting a 1-4 and a 2-5. 3 is interesting. Neither of these are 3. Is that interesting? So we know that we need a 3 in one of these 3 cells on this Renban, because the Renban needs a 3. So this is not a 3, but we already knew that. Okay, never mind. Also, the 4 is down here. So this not being a 4, maybe I should just pencil 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm sorry, not 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 4, 5 here. This can't be a 4 because the 4 is on this. Is there any like Sudoku I can do here? Oh, we need a 4 in this row as well. I was so excited about the 3, I didn't notice the 4 did the same thing. So that's a 4, and that's orange. That's blue, and it has to be a 1. And so now this is a 2-5 pair. Wow. So we've got a deadly pattern, but these little German whispers poking through actually make it non-deadly. They'll resolve it. Presumably. So this is our 2. So we need a 1 somewhere down here. We do need a 3 up here. 3 can't be next to 1, so this is our 3. And that's low. So these are both high. Oh yeah, we knew this was going to be high. And it is only 5. It can't be 4 or 6. 6 is down here. This is going to be a 4. Okay, and this is... We know what these pairs are. So 1 and 6, and what else? This needs a 5, and this needs a 2. Okay. Feels very symmetric so far. It is a very symmetric puzzle. In fact, it's fully symmetric other than giving us the 1 and 6 to tell us which ones are low and which ones are high, which is nice. Okay. I think without the 1 and 6 given, you can't disambiguate it. In fact, I think that's always true. If you only have German whispers and Renbans, you can't have a unique solution. You'll always be able to replace all 1s with 6s, all 2s with 5s, and all 3s with 4s, and vice versa, and you'll have another valid solution. So you have to do something like you would do a given or a dot or some other clue in addition. Okay, anyway, 2-5 pair. So I'm shameless, but this is going to be 1, 3, 4, 6. We can clean that up. Is there anything about this that's interesting? And then this is 1, 2, 5. That's not a 5. And this is 2, 5, 6. And that's not a 2. Very symmetric. Yeah, every deduction is going to have an equal deduction on the 6 minus blah digit, or 7 minus blah digit. With the digit that adds to 7 with it. Okay, anyway. 2, 5. So is there something about the alternating here that we have to be careful about? The only thing I can think of. Oh, 2, 5. So this can't be 4 because that can't be 1. So we can clean that up. And this can't be 3 because this can't be 6. Okay. So this is the only place for 3 in the column. That's low. And there we should have an equivalent here for the 4. Yeah, this is the only place for 4 in the column. And that's high. Okay. This is the only place for 4 in the box. And so then this is the only place for 3 in the box. Yep, symmetry. Oops, 4 is not blue though. It is supposed to be orange. So what's next? One of these two is a 2. I think that helps me. Oh, we have a 1-6 pair on this Renban, which affects the Renban. This can't have another 1-6 on it. So this is 5 and this is 2. 2 is low, 5 is high. And that's going to give us the 6, 2, 5, and 1. Perfect. Give us 6 and 1. We get the 5 and 1, 2 and 6. We get the 1, 5, and 2. We get the 6, 2, and 5, and we're done. And I guess I'll finish the coloring in the lazy way. There we go. Okay, cool. Nice puzzle, Strosahl. I enjoyed that. The symmetry was fun. There were some interesting geometric deductions and stuff. Cool. Well, let me know how you did. If you enjoyed this, why not leave a like, subscribe, and a kind comment below.